Hey everyone, it's Bernicia, aka Kanye Flybug, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you're old here, welcome back. Um, if you like this content, please go ahead and subscribe. This is my 12th mental health chat. I've been doing it for a full year, so yay. Sorry, I'm running a little bit late. My stupid computer, let me turn this off. It's all in my eye. Um, my stupid computer is being ridiculous again. So, here we are. So let me get into my Google Meet so I can get, yes, join. So, oh, okay. Haha. Hi,
Hi.
how are ya?
All right. How are you?
Uh, I'm not talking to you. Go away. Um, I've been better.
Yeah, I get
I'm
that.
I'm not having a very good day at all. Everything is behind, and I've got something on my screen that I can't get rid of, and so I'm like getting frustrated. And it's like, yeah, my nephew is here, and we're like, decorating for Halloween, and so I mean that's fun, but it's just like I woke up this morning with like I woke up this morning, and I hate to make these meetings about me because that's not what I'm here for, but it's just kind of like I woke up this morning with a serious like I was crying and like all upset and was just like, I'm a horrible person and this and that. It was horrible. It wasn't a good morning. So, we went to go and get some other stuff for Halloween, and I don't know, I just was bummed. It was just like I'm supposed to go and meet my best friend after the meeting, to so we can do something for my birthday, and I'm excited, but I already know she's gonna be like, "What's wrong?" So
Yeah.
I already know. So it's like, shall I fake it till I make it, or shall I just be like, I feel like a horrible person, and I don't want to ruin her vibe because I'm pretty sure she's, feeling pretty good today. I don't know.
Right. Well, why would you feel like a horrible person?
Huh?
Why do you feel like a horrible person then?
I'm coming to the realization a lot of times that I'm not. I guess I don't behave the way I always figured I do. I always thought I was more nice than stuff, but I guess I'm more mean than I thought I was, and not as
I
understanding as I always thought I was. So it's hitting me rather hard, and I'm having a hard time accepting that about myself. And I don't know how to like get to the point that get to where I feel I am. You know what I mean? If that makes sense, or how I saw myself, if that makes sense.
yeah, it makes total sense because I've come to that realization very recently myself. So
No.
you know,
Well,
I I like at work. Every time I have an evaluation, I have one knock on me about I'm too mean to people in meetings, or I'm too mean to somebody, asking me a question or something like that. And I'm like, I'm just telling it like it is. I don't know how that's being mean, but
yeah, it's all about the tone that and
right. And that's my wife is. We've had talks about it. And she's just let me know that. And there are times where I've said things where I didn't mean it, and then after I sit for a while and think about it, I just sit by myself. I like walk back over and I apologize. Like, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I just don't have a filter. I guess that she says I don't have a filter. So
Yeah,
that's what
apparently I don't have much of a filter either, and I always thought I did, but apparently I don't. I don't have much of a filter at all, and if it's mean or if what's like in my brain, it just pops out of my mouth, and I'm like, how did I become this person that I don't like? Some, how did I become this person I despise so much? I don't know. It's just
well, that and my therapist has said that that's a big thing with multiple type of mental disabilities, or you know what I mean.
yeah,
Just it's just it's that we don't have a filter. I mean, my ADHD along with my anxiety and everything. Yeah, I'm just if something pops into my head, I pretty much let it out and then deal with the consequences and apologize later. I guess
yeah,
so, it's, but
yeah.
my wife has gotten used to it, and But it's not even just my tone, it's my facial expressions. It's like, we'll be walking in the store and she's like, "You're scaring the straights."
You're
Like, what do you
scaring the
mean?
strays.
I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, "You look like you're going to kill somebody and everybody's walking around us." I'm like, well, isn't that what you want? I don't want nobody to run into us.
I know. It's called COVID. No.
But it's just, I mean, I totally get what you're saying there. You think you're being a certain way, but then other people are perceiving you way differently.
Yeah.
So but it's just something I'm trying to work on and try to be better at, I guess. Try
Yeah.
to consciously, and it's really hard, but try to consciously have that filter. It's hard, but
Yeah. And it gets exhausting. I mean, I'm not one of those types of people that quit, but like I'm so tired.
I know.
I
I
just
get exhausted too. Mentally, I'm exhausted a lot of the time. This is how it is. But I figured out, I don't know, how I told you last time I was going to go out of my comfort zone and, you know, meet this group of people and play Dungeons and Dragons.
mm-hmm.
Because I'm not one to just go and meet new people all the time at all, hardly.
Yeah.
I'm very, I take a while to, get to know people and everything. But
Mm-hmm.
guys were actually pretty cool. And I've been going a weekly, my wife calls it my Saturday night therapy. So that's why I'm trying to get stuff done now. So I'm out picking up stuff in the store, and then I got to be at my sister's in about 25 minutes to help them move for the second time this week, because my sister and my son are moving in together. He's 21 and wants to get out of the house, and she has an extra room in an apartment she was moving into, so they agreed to be roommates, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll see how long that lasts. But anyways, so I helped him move last Saturday all day. I mean, I'm talking like 10 hours straight.
Oh wow.
And I was the only one there that could pick up the heavy stuff because my son had to work. And so it was just my sister and this old lady she had been staying with, who is an old family friend of ours. I've known her since I was 5, but she's, old and she can't pick up stuff. So I was picking up all the heavy stuff. And then now, apparently a couple days after they moved in, they started getting flooding in their laundry room / hallway right there.
And, oh crap. Well, that's not good.
Found out that the drain of somebody's washing machine above them, who happens to be a lady who uses the washing machine every day, the drain pipe was busted in the wall inside my kid's bedroom. So they have to rip out the wall. So they gave him another apartment to move into, and that's what I'm doing today, is moving them into 4 buildings down to another apartment with all of her really heavy ass antique furniture and stuff.
Oh wow. That's fun stuff. That's really fun stuff.
Right. I was gonna do, decorations, like I said, but now I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, I guess. Hopefully we're done today. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Because I told her my wife will not let me skip my Saturday night therapy.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll get it up from her if you want. But yeah, it's been a week. And then right before we moved the first time, my sister, I was almost had a panic attack, I guess. And I was coming down from it. And then my sister calls me about the move. We had just made plans about it a day before, and then she's changing everything around. And I'm just like, so I was annoyed, but I said I would do it anyway.
Yeah.
And then she flips out because she's worse than I am. She flips out and just goes off of me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I couldn't take it anymore. And I just yelled right back at her. And then the next thing I see her 2 days later, and it's like nothing ever happened. So. Yeah. And then also I'm getting my youngest, he's 13. He's getting tested for ADHD now.
Oh, wow. I got a lot going on. Just like we all got a lot going on.
Yeah, no, but it's how people like us, non-neurotypical brains, deal with that stuff. It's hard. It's harder for us. I'm talking like me and you and stuff like that to deal with the stresses like that and everything than it is for neurotypical. I've been hearing that word a lot lately, so I'm using it because it sounds smart.
It sounds smart.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I was like, I think I was probably gonna do like the whole full hour, but I think I might cut it short today because I don't, I just feel like I'm just gonna cry. Just like I didn't even
I,
want to get out of bed today. I just kind of wanted to just lay there, but my nephew is here, and it's like, yeah, you got to get out of bed for him, okay? Because he'll be like, Auntie, bye bye, you all right? And I'm be like, no. And he's 9. What the hell am I gonna tell him? You know what I mean? What is he gonna understand? Your auntie's crazy. Yeah.
I don't know. I've always found that if you continually move around when I'm feeling like that, if I just do something that makes me happy, and I'm sure hanging out with your nephew, that always helps, right?
Yeah.
And I
Well, I got up and made breakfast, and I wouldn't say that like helped, but I mean it was something to focus on other than what my brain was trying to tell me, which was you know the worst things possible about because of course you're your own worst enemy.
oh yeah,
You're always your own worst enemy. So
I look at the worst of everything. If something's happening, it's gonna be the worst.
yeah,
So worst
yeah.
case scenario, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean that's what Matt's always doing that. He's always like, or saying that he's like, you make it seem like when things happen. I mean, you say you're trying to go with the flow and stuff, but when little things happen, you're just like, you act like it's the end of the world and there's no coming back. And I'm just like, how do
Yep.
how do you defend yourself from something like that if that's literally what you do? And it's
Yeah.
like I don't try to do that. And it's like, and what frustrates me so much is that I can give people, you know, the best advice about, like, don't smile more, laugh, don't let it get to you, don't let it bother you, think of things that are positive, and be optimistic. I can tell other people that, but when it comes to me, my brain's like, nope, I don't want to hear what you have to say. This pep talk is bullshit. I don't want to hear it. And it's just like, I wish I could, like, I guess practice what I preach, if that's
Well, I wish I could just shut my brain off sometimes. That never
And
happens.
that's the problem. That's a big problem. I mean, I woke up twice this early this morning and couldn't go back to sleep. And number one, Matt was on his phone, and his phone is freaking bright. And so, I take my bonnet and I put it over my eyes to shield off light. But because my brain knew he was on his phone, and then my eyes were open, I could see little pieces of light flickering through the bonnet, and I was just like, "Oh my god!" And I wanted so hard to be like, "Turn that fucking phone off," but then I was like, "No, that." I mean, because he can't sleep, obviously. That's why he's on his phone. So I'm like, and I didn't want to like start an argument or something so unnecessarily. So I just rolled over and just tried to pretend. And then at some point he closed the door. And usually in the, between 4 and 6, when he gets up to go to the bathroom, he closes the door so that way our cat Cosmos will leave me alone. And he didn't realize that he locked the cat in the room with us. So of
Oh,
course, Cosmos is like, ping, 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 and I'm like, and so I open my eyeballs and I'm looking at him, and he's like, meow, and I'm like, Cosmos. And so I look at the door and it's closed, and I'm like, that did me a hell of a lot of good. You closed the door and trapped the cat in here with us.
right, exactly.
So now he's going ping, 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 and I'm like, ow, he was trying to like get under covers with me, and I'm like, this is not gonna work. This no. Mm-mm. So I got up and opened the door, and they were both like, oh, we're gonna eat now? No, I'm gonna kick Kitty out, and I'm going back to bed. What?
Yeah,
This is not happening.
exactly. Yeah, I know. I wake up a few times a night myself. My son does it 5 or 6 times every night.
Yeah.
We've tried. We're trying melatonin
Melatonin.
gummies now, and he says it's helping a little bit. But he just got diagnosed he's ADHD. He's more on the hyperactivity side of the spectrum, but
Mm-hmm.
he has inattentiveness too. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of he's like a combo of both. They say. So he's like me. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my problem was I grew up in a time where they just threw pills at that, and if you didn't want to take them, it was like, well, tough luck. Then just pay attention or whatever. Like they didn't treat it like an actual thing. You know what I mean? And now I'm trying to get him the help he needs before he ends up like I was. like
Yeah.
so where he's not seeking help way later in life than he should be.
Yeah.
So
I mean, um, I wish I wish I had been able to just like come to these realizations about myself like way before now, because I just kind of feel like you have that, when you get old, you're old and set in your ways, and it's kind of hard for you to change those things, and that's kind of how I feel, and I'm just kind of like this. So, who is that? I was like, who is coming up in our driveway? Who the hell is that? I'm sorry. Who that?
squirrel.
I know, squirrel. That's me too.
Yeah.
I totally forgot what the hell I was saying. Oh no. I wish I was able to like come to these realizations earlier in my life, so that I would had more time to fix them, and my brain wasn't. I mean, because I guess the older you get, your brain kind of like solidifies on habits and stuff like that. So when you're trying to break habits, you have to like rewire your neurons or whatever the hell it is, and it's like, I'm tired. I don't want to do that now. But I'll try my best to do them, and if God is with me, I I'll be able to change those things. But I mean, on my own, oh Lord.
Well, that's why I go weekly and I do EMDR sessions and stuff. That EMDR is actually helping. So,
Yeah.
I was a little skeptical about it at first, but that helping now.
Sorry. One thing that does like kind of help like relieve stress is me and my plants. I mean,
Oh yeah, I get it. That's how I am with Dungeons and Dragons now. It's like if I'm not playing, I'm just I'm researching the books, I'm looking up the characters, different characters, and something like that, and just kind of you know my wife is happy that I'm doing that.
yeah.
We're running over to Ace Harbor. We'll get back.
Okay.
But I don't know. I have a friend of mine who hasn't DM'd in a long time, and he was mentioning he wanted to try it out again. So I think we're going to try and do a session in my house. So if you feel like you want to try something like that, I would invite you to come and just check it out and see how we do. I don't know.
The Dungeons and Dragons?
Huh?
The Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, I know it's really nerdy, but
No, I mean I used to play Dungeons and Dragons, and then somehow I just kind of like fell off, and like right now I don't even remember how to play that, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know if it would be super boring to me or not. I just don't know. I'm just I'm afraid of looking like a major dork.
I was like that too because I hadn't played in 25 years, and then I went and tried it out, and then I'm like, oh my god, I got all excited, and it's also all about the dungeon master and how he tells the story and everything. But yeah, I've been just kind of hooked on it ever since.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
then,
because they played that on uh or I believe it was Dungeons and Dragons or something similar to it on what's the one with Sheldon and
oh, Big Bang Theory.
yeah, Big Bang Theory. Yeah, so I love that freaking show.
So, me and my wife watched that together for the third time now.
Yeah, I started watching that, and I got like through like the first season, and Matt was like, "Oh, you're watching this," and I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "Oh, start it over," and I'm like, "Fine," but it's fine because I mean I love Big Bang Theory, so
Yeah.
so
They also played on Stranger Things with kids do.
Yeah, I got through season 1, and I still need to get through season 2 of Stranger Things. I don't think Matt will watch it with me. I don't think that's really his thing, but I like Stranger Things.
So my wife doesn't watch that with me. She didn't get into it, but I did. I'm just waiting for that third season to come out. So,
Yeah. I've got so much stuff that I need to catch up on. Like, I'm almost done with Handmaid's Tale. I started Nine Perfect Strangers, and then um Matt was like, "Hey, restart this," and I was like, and I was like, "Okay," and he's just like, "Damn it, you just." And I'm like, I keep telling you, when it comes to movies and stuff like that, I'm really good at picking out good shows. You're just being a foo biscuit.
right. No, my
So
wife had. We watched the first couple episodes of. We've gotten the first couple episodes of that nine Perfect Strangers. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, I like it. You know, I think
I like it too. I'm hoping it gets a little funnier. I'm always about funny. I don't know drama. It's just I got enough drama in my life, especially with sister. So,
uh, well, I
but
guess no one else is coming. I even had like short notice. I mean, with inviting everybody, I was like, oh crap. I thought I had done it, and then I was like, oh no, I did not. So I went around like 10 minutes to 2 running around messaging every platform that I was on or that I'm on, and it's like, hey, I'm doing my next mental health chat. If you guys want to come, hopefully I'll see you there, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, but I do appreciate you coming.
I and I feel bad that I had stuff going on. I just couldn't avoid it today.
Oh no, I know. That's why a lot of people don't come, or they'll send me a message and be like, "Yeah, this is what's happening." So, I hope I can make it to the next one, but I got this going on, and it's like, "Okay, I got you." I mean, I understand life happens, and
Well, but I was still gonna get on. I mean, because I like talking to you. I like getting stuff off my chest, and I like letting people get stuff off their chest too. So
yeah. Well, it's a good thing that we're like, becoming, friends now. You have my number, so you can text me if like, life is throwing you a hard one. And vice versa, usually when I message somebody that I don't talk to a lot, I'm just like, something is wrong, and like, I've tried to, I've messaged everyone, and it's like, okay, no one is biting. No one wants to talk to me. Okay, I see how you are. And then
no,
later on, they come and they're like, "Oh, this was what was happening. I couldn't answer the phone. What's going on?" I'm like, "It's over now. I don't want to. I don't want to rehash, because then I'll start feeling bad or start crying or something. I'm good. Just never mind. I understand you were living your life. It may not have been your best life, but you were living it."
right. Yeah. Well, it can only get better, right? I hope.
That's what we tell ourselves. Hopeful. I mean, that optimism right there is great, because that's something that I would tell people. I'd be like, "It can only go up from here. Are you sure?"
I know, because every time I say that, something else happens, and then it's like, okay, well, how about from here then? Maybe I don't know.
Oh, I'm supposed to untwist my hair. I have to like undo my hair. I mean, I have to wash my hair tomorrow, and I wanted to like give it some time to rest. I need to like undo my hair so it's like not like a terrible nightmare. Uh, Guess I'll just do that like right here. It's rare that I actually like, untwist my hair like on camera. I haven't really done too many of my like um my YouTube videos. So I'm like, I'm so behind, but I have some ideas. Like, I actually need to, when I get home this evening, because it is October, and, Halloween is coming up. I think what I'm going to do is, or I have plans to, just kind of tell like firsthand scary experiences and stuff that my family and my friends have told me, with their permission, obviously. Um, and stuff like that. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Mr. Ballin, and of course, I'm not going to be like him, just like him, because he's a great storyteller, and I don't think I am, but here we are. But it'll be just something a little bit different, and then as far as like, because I mostly have a hair channel. I was thinking of doing some, like costume type things with my hair and makeup and stuff like that. Oh, I have twisted my hair into a knot. Oh no. But yeah, I wanted to kind of like do that for Halloween and do a couple of costumes and makeup things and stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes.
Remember that. I don't know. You should text me a link to your YouTube channel. I'll subscribe to it. That way.
Oh, I thought oh, okay.
No.
Thank you. I was like, usually when I tell people that, I don't expect them to be like, oh, okay. I'll subscribe, Scooby Doo. I mean, I don't know. I'm usually like or at least I try to be a goofball unless I'm really not feeling it. And I usually say that in the beginning of videos. I'm like, I'm having a fucked up day, y'all. Sorry.
No, okay.
I try, but we'll see how that goes. I meant to actually, since yesterday was the first, I meant to like do my first little story yesterday, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it. If I was just going to get on camera and be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and this is from my recollection, this is what's happening. Or if I'd write it down and read it, but then reading is, I don't know, I get a little nervous reading like like that. So I'm like, well, just what is that looking like? My hair looks all crazy.
Well, it's natural, right?
It is natural. Very, very natural. Thank goodness. It's shiny though. It looks healthy so far.
Yeah. What I can say about mine, I don't have any. So.
Well, you've got this right here. Are you at where you're supposed to be now?
Yeah, I just pulled up in front of their apartment. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm not enjoying this. I tell you, I'm promising. I'll text you in the next week or two, and if you guys might be interested, or you and your husband or whatever might be interested in coming over and trying out our first session of our own D&D, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. I don't think Matt's super like into Dungeons and Dragons. I know one of his friends is really into it, but that's neither here nor there. But I don't think he's really interested in it. He may have been when he was younger, but I don't know. I don't think that's really his forte anymore. He'd rather like sit on YouTube and watch Grady or somebody else talk about like neurons and neutrons and black holes and shit. So.
Oh,
or what is it? Kritzagrat? I don't remember. I'm subscribed to them, but I don't. Kritzazark, something like that. Kritzazark. I don't know. It's like a learning thing. I don't know.
Oh.
It's cool. Kirkazark. I think that's what it is. I don't know. It's like German or something.
Just our talk with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, name. I know. Neil is the bomb. He's the bomb. And when people are saying stuff that he knows is not true, he's like, yeah. Okay. Science says otherwise, because science. So.
Man, my wife even went for my birthday one year. She found it on Nextdoor. I guess Neil a while back did a lecture at CU in Boulder,
mm-hmm.
and he gave all the people who worked for on the stage and the background and everything, like he autographed all these like flyers for the lecture or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she found one that somebody had kept and framed, so I have that down in my nerd cave, hanging up on the wall. I got my signed Neil deGrasse Tyson thing, so
that's awesome.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's my bromance, I guess you could say.
Romance. That's cool. Hmm.
I better get here and get started.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, just hit me up if you ever need to talk, and then and I'll just check in and see if you want to try and join. If you don't, that's fine.
I mean,
I'm just
I'll give it a go. I mean, I can't. I'll tell you. I don't know how optimistic I'll be because I mean, that's again a little bit out of my comfort zone because I do not remember how to play at all. So trying to like remember and stuff. It's
It's like, well, like the guy that wants to be the DM for that, the dungeon master. He hasn't done it since he was in high school. So we're just like I said, we're just trying to try it out our own little group here and just see if we can get into it or whatever, and go from there.
yeah.
So,
I mean, I don't know. You never know. I might be like a crazy dungeon master lord. Who knows? I
yeah,
don't
who
know.
knows?
Get into it and be like, ah! And you're like,
Yeah.
geez, okay, we're not going to invite her. She's crazy.
Oh no, I think the crazier the better. I mean, 'cause you can do just about anything, right?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm down. I'm down to like come one day. I'll run it by Matt and see if he's interested or not. But yeah.
Okay, I only had a couple people so far said that they're interested, so that's why I got a few weeks to figure this out. So,
I mean, is this the dungeon? Is the Dungeons and Dragons? It's just like is it just like a Saturday thing? Because like everybody I know that plays that is like, oh, Saturdays. Is that just like the day to do it, or what?
I guess I mean that's what I do every Saturday. Is I go to that other group, but they play the old version of it, from the '90s and stuff. Where this new group that I'm trying to start, and this is just every other Sunday. We're not trying to do it every week or anything, but it's the newest version that's come out. So we're just trying it out. I don't know. He just mentioned that he wanted to try, and if he doesn't feel like he's doing a good job, then I'll probably just have him join my other group. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right then. Well, thanks for coming, Con. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for
Hey,
getting me on.
quiet.
So
Quiet. Hey. Whatever. Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry. It's time to for you to do that unwilling manual labor.
yeah, that's what it is.
All right. Well, take care. Thanks for coming, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully,
Yeah,
there'll be more people than just the two of us again. So,
I will.
and don't pull any back strings. That would suck elephant balls.
Oh, we won't. I make my kid do all the lifting today.
All righty then.
All right, we'll see you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, so it's just me again. I'll give it another I'll wait until 2:40, and if no one shows up, then I'll cut it short. That'll be just my luck. That right when I'm about to click it off, that's when lots of people will show up. But I mean, I'll try as much as possible. Well, while I'm sitting here, why don't I set up my next one? So for next month, am I off? I'm off, so I can do it on the 13th. Cool. Event. Yes, Google Meet. Okay. Guess I'll go ahead and set that up. Oops. Yeah, I did that asshole backwards, didn't I? I'll actually give myself some time to tell everybody let's see. Um, on the 13th, I think what I'll do is I'll set a reminder to task. Um, and then I'll do it again Thursday. That way I can just, make sure that that's how I got everybody to come the last time, because I actually was like the most like informing, let everybody know what the hell was going on so they know to be here. Oh, I just do not feel good today at all, y'all. Ugh. But I am looking forward to doing these little stories and stuff, see how good I am at that. Probably, I'll be mediocre at best, probably, but it's fine. If I could only get this off of my screen. I don't know what this is. Ugh. I might have to just restart my computer or something. I don't know what's happening, but it's just trying to like be a butthead. Oh, I'm having a little bit of heartburn too, probably because I ate breakfast so late, and then like, what time is it? Oh, crazy. My phone is right here. Duh. Probably because I should probably be having some form of lunch or some type of lunch. But 2.5 more minutes, which really isn't very much. Oops. Oh, hello. Um, oh, well, you know what? I think I'm just going to cut it short. I'm just going to cut it short. And instead of just doing it 40 minutes, I'll just cut it now. So, all right. Well, everybody who looked in and everybody who will watch, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Stop this. Yes, end it. Bloody hell.